Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. When last we left off, we aren't in a prison cell. Indeed, we're back in Khamulon because we need to go to two areas that I didn't find before. If you go south through the central hall, and then through this archway to the west, you'll come to this area I didn't go to. And to the north, here is the slave area, and to the south is the kitchen. But first we're going to backtrack and find our way to the entrance, which is over here. And there's someone to talk to here. Where are you? You're somewhere around here. We just need to wait for you to... There you are! Hello! How are you? Yesterday I had to read a fire spell from a spell scroll. A fantastic experience, since the spell scrolls allow an untrained person to perform spells he hasn't mastered yet. Indeed, that's how the spell scrolls work. And down here and through these three doors down here are the entrance halls and the way we came in. But we're going to go back the way we came and go into the kitchen. There are a few people we can talk to. Actually, let's go to the slave area first, shall we? That's to the north, and that is down some stairs, so it does mean a transition to a new area. Let's go. And now we are in the slave areas, where all we'll pretty much encounter are slaves. Let's go, shall we? There are a few people we can talk to, like you, for instance. And you, let's talk to you, shall we? My son will soon be a novice of the Kledos. He will be the most courageous warrior of all. And what about you? Hello? Please don't talk. I don't want to get into any trouble. Fair enough, we won't talk. I'll just keep exploring. Anyone over here? Nope, no one there. Anybody over here? There'll be a few people over here, I wager. Hello, how are you? I often dream of the outside world and wonder what it would be like to be free. That person has never been free. Hello. My love of my husband is the only thing that gives my life joy. Anything else? Well, there's an area over here that we can go into. Anything in here? No, nothing in here whatsoever. What about over here? There's a small area we can go into. Anyone? Well, there's you. Hello, let's talk to you, shall we? I think I've already spoken to you. Fair enough. And what about you? What? Oh, visitors. Yes. Sure. Hello. How are you? You had better speak with Jonathan, the chief slave. You can usually find him in the kitchen. Ah, we know of that person because we were told about them in the Jakantos building. We're going to go and talk to that person in a little bit. There isn't really that much to this area. It's just a few places with some people and nothing else. So we're going to now go to the kitchen, I think. Let's now go to the kitchen. It's over here and it's up here. Anyone in here? There is no one in here, but there is a massive broken jar of something. And we're not going to take anything from that. We're going to head back upstairs, and we're going to go and go to the kitchen. And this door has been shut, but now we shall open it and head south into this area, where there'll be more slaves, and this person that we need to talk to. Good day, stranger. This is Jonathan. We've been told about Jonathan before. What's your profession? My name is Jonathan. I'm the chief cook here, and the leader of the slaves. Let's talk about the slaves, shall we? Naturally, the word has a bad connotation, but being a slave of the Kengan isn't all that bad. I can't complain. If you're industrious and don't exhibit any exaggerated pretensions, you can actually achieve something around here. Let's talk about that, shall we? Well, I do all right. I can go unsupervised to the market to buy food, I can prepare my own food, and I even get paid. I won't get rich, but I don't have many expenses either, and the rest of the slaves get nothing, except no one here does anything to them, because they're all impure. Exactly what impure is, I don't know. Perhaps my son can tell you that. He has now been accepted here as a novice, so you see, there really are opportunities here, even as a slave. Offer me freedom, and I would turn it down just like that. I have everything I need here. Let's talk about his son. Oh, it's him! Ruenag. Or Ruenag. I can't say his name. Why did I name him that? My pride and joy. Such a clever lad. I wouldn't be surprised if he even became High Priest. He has the makings for it, you mark my words. Unfortunately, I see him less and less now because he has so much to learn. Tell him hello for me if you see him, and tell him he ought to drop in on his old man again. His mother still keeps worrying about him as if he were still a little child. But you know women, that's the way they are, soft, naive, but still you can't do without them, right? Let's talk about leader, shall we? It's my job to discipline the slaves. Many of them are incredible numbskulls who don't understand how good they have it here. Plenty of free food, a roof over their heads, and something which is often underestimated, safety. Only an idiot would risk attacking the Kenget. We're definitely not attacking the Kenget. Honest. But as I said, that doesn't seem to be enough for some of them. So sometimes I have to whip a little gratitude into them. Don't misunderstand me, I don't like doing it. But unfortunately, it is necessary now and then. Let's talk about the cook position you have here. Traditionally, the cook is the chief of the slaves. It's a real honor for me, and it's not that difficult either. I mean, of course I take a lot of care in preparing the meals, but please don't tell anyone what I'm saying to you now. They don't have very sophisticated palates, if you see what I mean. The druids expect the finest meals, but I can present anything to the warriors and they'll eat it without complaint. They have absolutely no idea how good they have it with me. Let's talk about the Khamulon, shall we? I think they're great guys, actually. Sure, you could argue as to whether or not it makes sense to honor the war god Khamulon, but it's not as if that's such an easy thing to do. It's really quite dangerous, you know. And you have to give it to them. You have to give them one thing. They really fight fair. No dirty tricks or anything like that. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just focusing on that pot there, trying to make sure it doesn't boil over. Let's talk about warriors, shall we? The warriors do not control any magic, so they need proper weapons. Well, for the most part, and I'm saying this unofficially, they're a little bit dumber than the druids, and unfortunately more arrogant. And as I said, they have tongues like a brog. We could talk about the druids as well. The druids are the warriors who fight only with magic. They don't use swords or anything like that. Some of them are really intelligent and nice people. I even call one or two of them friends. Naturally, they wouldn't officially admit that, and maybe they don't actually think of you as a friend. We have nothing more to talk to you about, so see you when I never see you, because we're not going to talk to you ever again. Let's talk to some people over here, shall we? Like you, for instance. We're not permitted to speak to visitors. Fair enough. What about you, sir? Hello. I was once a Kledo Khamulon. For love of my wife, I returned to the slaves. Ah, we've met your wife. We met your wife indeed. And who are you? Hello. Please don't keep me from my work. I've been punished enough. We'll let you get on with your work then. Anyone over here? There is no one over here at all. It is a well-furnished kitchen and everyone is getting tired. But that's not going to matter because we're not going to be progressing beyond this point. Anything over here? There is something over here. A door that leads to an area we've already been to. Fair enough. Anyone over here? The answer is a resounding no. No one over here at all. I'm actually curious about something. Can we in fact just leave? That is a question that I'm now going to answer because I'm going to try and leave this place by going out the front door. I imagine they might not let us, but then again they might. They might be like, oh well, and there go those people that made a stupid offer that we don't like. And so we're going to try and leave the building. We may not be allowed. We may be at a point of no return, so to speak. For a while, anyway. We can go back to the other places we've been to later, once we've dealt with everything in Khamulon. And can we just walk out? The answer is a resounding maybe? We might be able to. Let's give it a go, shall we? Ah, hello, how are you two? Let's talk to you. Don't be stupid, visitor. As you see, our entrance area is easy to defend. I wasn't going to attack you. Greetings, visitor. You may only leave the facility if you are accompanied by a Kenget. That means that we must first wait for the decision of the Kenget concerning the purchase of the high knowledge. But believe me, they will refuse. Let's try anyway, shall we? Nope. This is the door that leads outside. It's latched. One of the guards notices Tom and speaks to him. Yep, we're not going to be able to leave. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to go forward in time and get ourselves imprisoned. Because we need to go and get that high knowledge. They're not going to sell it to us, so we're just going to have to take it, unfortunately. They're not going to appreciate that, so there's going to be a lot of combat in the future. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. And no, there's nothing you can do for the slaves, unfortunately. You can't free them, and you can't do anything except talk to them. Later.